Friday the 13th of June. I quite like 13s. I don't think they're unlucky. 11s are unlucky, not 13s. Anyway, I'm just going to have a little bit of a test shave with an ancient razor, a Filarmonica, which I've disinterred from my collection. But this one has had a little tiny bit of a hard life. Can you see? It's just got a slight smile, which is the barbers in Spain, I assume, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, without really thinking about the geometry. However, it's a good razor because it's a Novodur. It's lost a little bit of the gold off its lyre. And of course, luckily it's got its gold on its main panel, which says, of course, Filarmonica Novodur for professionals, no less. Anyway, this I had for some time, but I neglected to remember what edge I've put on it. So I think it's a Thuringian. I think it was a slate. But anyway, the box isn't much. The razor's had a little bit of a life. It's still got a big 14 blade. I want to see how it behaves itself. I'm going to use again, as a normal comparison, the Truffet and Hill, for the simple reason I like it. Anyway, let's just see how this works. The hanging hair tested very well, but I still haven't used it in a year. I still thought, okay, let's give it a little bit of a strop, which I have. But as you can hear and see, as you'd expect with any Filarmonica, it's cutting beautifully. I've yet to find better steel than Filarmonica. There may be a few special ones out there. There are some very good Spanish razors. And obviously I love Puma. And Puma steel is very, very good too. But isn't it interesting that you can take a very good steel like this Filarmonica, resurrect it. Well, it didn't need much resurrecting, but you can. And there you go, it's good for another 50 years. I'm just wondering who I'll pass it on to. What a joy to be able to think that you can pass a good steel razor on for generations. Look at that. Really, really good. It's about 4 days, my usual. I'm getting lazy. Anyway, I'm just going to do another pass on the other side. The light, as usual, here is terrible. But I'm lazy. You don't always need good light. You can go and feel. I'm not even looking now, I'm just shaving. That's the advantage of the larger razors. They are slightly more friendly. I wouldn't look away like this normally with a 5/8. Slightly tuggy. That's interesting. Very slightly. So what I might do as an experiment on the next shave is to give it a secondary bevel. A micro bevel would be even better. So yeah, maybe I'll give this a micro bevel, though at the moment I can honestly say it doesn't need it. But I've been following, as I'm sure we all do, the marvellous Devon Jackson, the unknown stone, and what he doesn't know isn't worth knowing. He's a very skilled man. And he's been talking about secondary bevels, which is fine if you need it. If you've got good steel and you vaguely know what you're doing, you shouldn't need them. But to refresh an edge, I would think a secondary bevel is a very good idea. I'm missing little bits under my boko. Look at that. No, this is a good razor, good steel. Does it need a secondary bevel? I'll think about it. Probably doesn't. I'm going to keep this a very, very, very short shave. Chaps. I want to go down to the beach. I'm in slinging mode today. Yeah, this is good, but it is a little bit draggy. No, I think I will give it a secondary bevel. I'll follow in the footsteps of everyone else. And if a secondary bevel, or rather a micro secondary bevel, just a few laps, I'll tape the spine and I'll see if it improves it. Yeah, under the chin it is very slightly draggy, hesitant, not good. So let's, yeah, it's still good compared with a lot of razors, but it wouldn't hurt to improve it. So that's smooth. It's done its job. Anyway, I don't know if you call this a first pass or now running into a second pass. Moustache area is perfect. I have no complaints about that. It's the usual little areas like the chin. The transition between that angle and that angle, you know? Slight transition there. But for going down the beach, looking reasonably smart, that's good enough. Yeah, the weather has changed in England. It's actually got quite warm. It's 18 degrees. They're reckoning about 20, so I'm off very soon. I'm going to go and see if I can pelt the seagulls with a few stones. No, not really. Right, do you know, I think that's going to do me. So it's not much of a video, chaps. But anyway, let me just go over the steel again. Philadelphia, Filarmonica Novodur. Now this one is, I'd say, fairly ancient. It's had a little bit of a hard life, probably by a professional barber. It's got a very, very, very slight smile, only on the nose, but it must have honed up all right, but I didn't really take notice of what stone I put it on. I'm pretty certain it was on a natural, and it has done a reasonably good job. But I'm going to wait until next time after I put a decent smaller micro bevel and see what happens then. Anyway, chaps, let me just wipe some of this off and check what's going on. 2 seconds. Yeah, I think that'll do me. I'm going to call that a 1.5 pass, with a very slight struggle under the chin. I'm going to use, because I'm being boring, I'm sorry, I'm going to use the lovely Clubman, the Pinard aftershave, with the nice lemony zest, because it is quite a sharp wake-up one, but not, it doesn't bite you. I don't like splashes that really do bite. Oh, that's beautiful. I only just feel it. Possibly because I didn't do multiple passes. Oh, smooth as silk. Beautiful fragrance of lemon. I'm very happy. I'm going to leave you chaps in peace. I hope you vaguely enjoyed this. Next video is going to be a micro bevel. We'll give that a go. Anyway, Martin's Test Shaves. Over and out.